Hello, cuties. Welcome to this video. That was a weird intro, but okay. Hi. We're going to be talking about NaNoWriMo today. And the reason we're on a computer thing, I'm not on my normal camera, is because I have a present to show you. But before we get into that present, we need to discuss a little bit of NaNoWriMo and the history of what's going on and why no longer are many of us, including myself, participating in NaNoWriMo. Granted, I haven't participated in like 3 years, but that's just because I didn't have anything new. And I was in the deep throes of editing with Humane Society for Creatures and Cryptids. Available now! Go check it out! But NaNoWriMo has come under a lot of heat, rightly so, recently. In the past year, all of this has gone down. Some of it very recent, some of it literally last year in November. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of detail. I'm going to try to summarize as best I can. There are other creators who have done really good deep dives. I know Savvy has done one recently, so if you want further, more intense details, please go check out her videos. This is just going to be a little recap, and then a present. Yes. If you don't know, what NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo, and it is hosted by the Office of Letters and Light, a nonprofit that focused on literature and getting kids reading and stuff. And so every November, they host an event where people sign up, and it's free. You can donate, because it's a donation, non-profit, and you're supposed to write 50,000 words in 1 month, which averages about 1,600 words per day, and it's basically a month of chaos of people just trying to write as much as possible, and I don't agree with them saying that it's a novel writing month. I think it's a novella writing month. I don't think 50K is a full novel unless you're writing like middle grade, but I personally think anything that's at like YA and above needs to be at least 70. But that's a personal thing. But that's what it was. And it had this website that you could join, and you could plug in like your daily word count. It would show you this cool graph of your progress and how close you were and how many words you needed to write per day to reach that goal as it changed, as you wrote more and more. If you wrote more or less under the average 1,600, it would do a lot of stuff. It used to have a word validator where you would fully put your manuscript on it. It would make sure that you actually got the 50K. And there was forums and things. You could connect with people on it. And that's what the initial NaNoWriMo was. There's also like in-person events all around the country, because you would have municipal liaisons and people who would organize stuff in your local area, so you could connect with other writers there. And so there was a lot of good, wholesome connection with other writers and stuff. But there's a darker side to Nano that has been revealed. And what happened in November 2023 was, and I don't know, I'm going to say allegedly, but I'm pretty sure a lot of this was confirmed, but I'm not sure if there's actually been any legal action taken around this, but allegedly there was a moderator of the forums on NaNoWriMo who was communicating with minors on the site, because anyone could participate, and directing them to an adult website dealing with like baby adult content, adult, what was it? It was a diaper wearing inappropriate for minors and arguably a lot of human beings on the planet. But there's this accusation that there was like kind of a grooming situation happening, and people were like, "Hey, Nano, this is happening right now. You need to take away this person's moderator status for one." And they had said that they would look into it, and then nothing was done. Threads that were being made about it, what was that weird step, were being deleted. People were being blocked, like nothing was really happening about that. And that's one of the bigger scandals going on with Nano. I don't have updates on where that all went. But I'm sure Savvy has much more information. That's what I know about it. Now there's a new scandal, and it's arguably less big. Like, that's a big, big, big problem. NaNoWriMo, that's a huge one. But this next one is more recent. And that is with NaNoWriMo and the use of generative AI. If you don't know about generative AI, it's a lot of things like ChatGPT, where you plug in some stuff and it fully makes a thing. And so there are many people who call themselves authors that use generative AI to write full novels, and you're not an author if you do that. That's my hard stance, because you didn't do any of the work. You didn't write those words. The AI did, and the AI stole it from others, because a lot of AI programs have been fed real full novels without the consent of those authors, plugged in, and then is regurgitating stuff. So it is stolen work. It is not good for many, 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 many reasons. And NaNoWriMo came out and said that anyone who was condemning AI is classist and ableist, which is quite the hot frickin' take. What they said, and I have a quote, because I did do a little bit of research to to do this. What they said, this was said in August. The first thing that triggered this, sorry, there's a fly in my house. That stated that NaNoWriMo does not explicitly support any specific approach to writing, nor does it explicitly condemn any approach, including the use of AI. NaNoWriMo's mission is to provide the structure, community, and encouragement to help people use their voices, achieve creative goals, and build new worlds on and off the page. We fulfill our mission by supporting the humans doing the writing, which was such a weird take, because it's saying the humans doing the writing, but then it came out and supported generative AI, which is not a human doing the writing. It's theft. They're supporting the theft of other people's works put into AI, and then other people claiming it as their own when they did absolutely no work. So they came out with a response to everyone condemning them about this and like calling them out on it, and that's where they came with the classist and ableist thing. But we have some other amazing authors like C.L. Polk, who is a disabled author, and said that the organization is basically asserting that disabled people don't have what it takes to create art when they trot out the lie that scorning AI is ableist. Also said that saying that disabled people need unremarkable and unoriginal writing is a pile of horse codswallop. I'm censoring myself. Asking them to condemn generative AI, because AI itself, there are different forms of it that are useful tools. Spell check. That's AI. So there are things that you can use as assistive AI to help you better polish your books and things, Grammarly and stuff like that. Those are tools to help check what you're doing versus completely writing the whole thing for you. And that's what people were like, you gotta actually go on and be like, no, generative AI is bad. I think the only time generative AI you could use it is not publishing the things, but if you're like stuck on a scene and you ask AI, hey, how would you write this scene? And maybe it'll help you out of that rut, but you don't copy paste that, you restructure it for your novel. But that was a big, big, big problem. I'm a hard stance on it. Like, if you put any part of a generative AI into your book and like just use that and didn't do any tweaking or any editing to that, then you don't get to claim author status. You don't. They did respond apparently recently saying that using generative AI to write your entire novel would defeat the purpose of the challenge, but they still don't condemn it. But this whole scandal did cause like 4 people of their writers board to step down. They lost sponsorships from, I don't know, Ellipsis is one, which openly opposes generative AI. Stated they did so because NaNoWriMo's statements about AI, this is the quote, antagonizes and versus fosters and constructive dialogue, and most importantly, overlooks generative AI's largest offense, the wholesale theft of authors' works and lack of respect for the craft of writing. That's what's going on with NaNoWriMo, and that is why I personally will never be using their site again. I will never be participating in their stuff. I it's just a mess, an absolute mess that they've created. And I'm sad because I did used to really, I loved that graph. That little graph made me so happy, telling me, every time I made my daily target words go down, I got such serotonin from that. So, I've done you all a favor. I've created a spreadsheet. What? Q creating a spreadsheet? Wild! Well, let me announce to you QWERTY's ultra cool, amazing world tracker, because NaNoWriMo can suck it. I did it. I made the thing. These are examples. So basically, you write your word count. You don't have to write your daily. You can write just whatever current word count you in, so you don't have to figure it out yourself. But let's say, let's say you're up to 8,000 words in your document. It's gonna calculate for you that you wrote 2,000 words that day. It's going to adjust your daily average in order to complete your 50,000 goal. How many words you've written and words left until you've reached your goal. We got a lovely progress bar. And we have the graph showing you your daily count. Just like NaNoWriMo site used to do. And you can change this. You can change this to whatever you want. So I have one here for you for December, ready to use. And if you're a writer, you can keep using it. I made one for December. And then you have a 2025 year overview. So throughout next year and subsequent years after that, this is your main page. But every month, I've color-coded everybody into different things. You can change them what you want. But yeah, I did this. You can go through and have some fun. And you have a little overview. You can also track your projects. So if you have different writing projects, you can have your target goal, your current word count. It'll show you your progress there as well. It'll show you your monthly summary and how much you wrote throughout the entire year. It's simple, but it was not simple to make, let me tell you that. Okay. Some of these formulas made me angry. So yeah, there you go. That's my ultra cool, amazing word tracker because NaNoWriMo can suck it. Yeah, that's what I made for you. I hope you guys can use it. You can also apply this to other things. You can do this for reading. You can just change whatever you want the goal to be, and that will adjust. It'll adjust your whole formula here. It'll adjust everything. So whatever you want it, you can adjust this to be whatever word count, whatever page count. You can do it for tasks, I guess. So you do it for knitting rows. I don't know. You can use this for a lot of stuff and format it to yourself. The link to download this and put this into your own Google Drive will be in the description of this video. If you really like it and stuff, I'm giving it for free. But if you would like to donate to my Ko-fi for the 4 hours that it took me to make this, that would be cool. You can donate that. You can also buy my stuff there. But if you're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, QWERTY, this is great. Here's monetary, appreciation. I would appreciate that. But it's free otherwise. If you can't donate, that's fine. It's cool. You can still use it. I don't care. But I wanted to give us something that we can use for our own NaNoWriMo that we're going to reclaim and have fun anyway. And if you need a writing buddies and stuff, you can join my Discord. The link is in the description there. We have a bunch of writers there. We have a bunch of readers there. We have a bunch of crafters there. We have a bunch of everybody. Everyone's in the Discord. It's great, but it's not too overwhelming, I don't think. And yeah, you can have fun with it. But that's the cool fun tracker. La-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-dee. And yeah, you can change the colors to whatever you want. This is just what I chose. And then I color-coded these as well. This takes a little bit longer to change, but, do what you want. Do what you want with it! Hey, okay? So, yeah, that's my hard stance. Generative AI is awful. Also, I don't like it when people use AI covers. Please don't do that. That's also theft. You can use them for, conception art. I don't mind that. And then you give it to an artist, and then they do something not tracing it. But they get the vibe for you. That's fine. But please don't do that. Please don't steal other people's work. because that's what AI is doing. It's stealing other people's work. So please don't do that, especially without their permission. That's not cool. You wouldn't pirate a pizza, would you? It's the same kind of thing, except, I mean, maybe I would pirate a pizza, but I wouldn't pirate somebody's art or their writing, because that's not cool. It's not cool. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. All right. Well, that's the video. It's a shorter video this week, but that's what I worked really hard on for you. And you can enjoy that. And yeah, I'll see you guys next month. I'll be streaming and stuff as usual. So if you need to get your words written, I'll be here to tell you to write your damn book and get your damn book done, or else I will break into your house with a stale baguette. That's a promise. That's a QWERTY promise, so you know it's true. So, okay. I'm going to go now. All links in description. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out, and I hope you have a good day and all that jazz. And I'm going to go now because I don't know how to say goodbye. Bye!